seems as Japanese people have gone crazy as well and also a bit woke. And how is this freaking possible? Well, it turns out that there's a small group of people out there that are actually woke in Japan. Couldn't believe it, but it's like a movement that's actually growing. So, Deadline has this article Japan's Toei co-signs development deal with South Africa's Pambil Media for samurai epic Yasuke Way of the Butterfly. So, what the heck is that? How many times we have to not ask for a Yasuke, but we're still getting it. So let me just continue with the article we're gonna discuss in between. Exclusive Japanese studio Toei Co. has signed development deal with Pambil Media, founded by South African filmmaker Matla Dube, I'm not sure how to pronounce that, for historical epic feature film Yasuke Way of the Butterfly, working title, about a real-life African warrior who became a samurai in Japan. First of all, of course, freaking Yasuke is not samurai. We know this. There's one page of a document that has ever spoken about him. There's absolutely no evidence that he was ever a samurai. If he was a samurai, he would just commit seppuku when they killed Oda Nobunaga and not basically disappear after that happened. You know that they treated him very badly. I mean, don't you know that? They treated him like he was a property because, well, he was. Those are the times he was an attraction. Oda Nobunaga was so fascinated with his skin and all those things. So let's not pretend that he was anything more than a retainer and an attraction. I mean, in the beginning he was an attraction, then he was still an attraction and a retainer, maybe. We don't know exactly about the retainer part, even, let alone being a samurai, when Japanese people back then just respected themselves, basically. Okay, so continue with the article. Dube is writing and directing the rare Japan-South Africa collaboration, which is part of Pambo's Media 6 picture development state backed by the what? By the Industrial Development Corporation of South Africa, ADC, set against the rich background of Africa's something I cannot read that, like Miwenamutapa Empire and its trade ties to India, China, and East Asia. The story follows Yasuke on the journey from the African continent to feudal Japan in the 16th century. And my Pomeranian Goldie joined because Gode. My Pomeranian joined because he also wants to read the article. Goda. Oh, oh. Okay, so I can't read this way. Okay. So, and its trade ties to India, China, and East Asia. The story follows Yasuke on his journey from the African continent to feudal Japan in the 6th century, where he was made a samurai after a local lord recognized his skill and dignity as a warrior. Nonsense. Nonsense, George. Please. The producers described it as a sweeping international cinematic event rooted in untold history and cross-continental connection. Untold history, well, in that case, is a non-history, so thank you very much, but no thank you. So, spearheaded by Yuji Kojima, Toei Vice President and head of Toei's Kyoto Studios, the development deal is part of the Japanese studio's ambitious international expansion strategy, which involves international co-productions and developing remakes and original material for global audiences. So basically, they're catering to the woke mind virus people that would want such a crap thing. It also represents a new level of partnership between Japan and the African continent in the global media space. Well, if the African people want to be completely honest with themselves, they should also be honest with, well, what history gave them, I mean, what history is. And they had so many famous people. For example, the Black Queen Kandake that actually defeated the Romans at some point. I mean, you gotta watch Metatron if you want more information, but she was pretty damn smart and all those things, but nobody talks about her like a real historical figure, a real queen, someone that actually had brains, strategy, power, all those things. But you just want to talk about the slave called Yasuke that just went in Japan and was a freaking attraction for 6 whole months, and then he was gone like that. So Dubé's credits include Netflix action thriller Silverton Siege, inspired by the real-life incident that sparked the Free Mandela movement, and Heart of the Hunter, based on Jan Meyer's best-selling novel that was the first African feature to debut at #1 on Netflix global charts. So it's all about like black people representation or something like that. Oh, they can always do that, but just like make it the truth, you know? The development deal for Yasuke Way of the Butterfly was announced at a cocktail party held in Los Angeles on April the 10th and attended by Toei co-CEO Fumio Yoshimura, Yoji Kojima, Consul General Kenko Son of the Japanese who cares? Consulate and other dignitaries and Hollywood creators. What? I mean, this is so pretentious. I can just grow out a coffee mug out of my fingers and just drink coffee like this. Like, I would drink tea or something. Kojima said, when Pambio Media first approached us with the idea of bringing Yasuke's story to the screen, we were intrigued and inspired. This is only an opportunity to reimagine an extraordinarily historical journey, but also a mission that aligns with Toei's long-standing tradition of producing bold, genre-defining stories. We are proud to lead this international collaboration. Like, what? What even are you talking about? You're just gonna fabricate a whole freaking movie with a lot of people in there. I mean, a lot of characters, just to just to push a black samurai that was never a samurai. Great. Yue commented, to work with a company of the caliber of Toei is a dream come true, and the telling of the Yasuke story. We strive for cultural authenticity while telling an entertaining story with global reach. Well, if you want to be cultural and authentic, you should show how Yasuke was treated as a slave, beaten down, slapped around, disrespected, probably spit on too. Whatever you can think of that was done to him. That's cultural and authentic. To show Japanese people the way that they actually behave towards foreigners. Not all foreigners, but a lot of them. And why don't you make a movie about that guy Willem who actually became a samurai? You don't wanna because he's a white guy. He actually made history there. Shogun was based on him, like the whole story. That's actually based on what he did. He has his own statues in Japan. He's really respected. He really contributed to history. Like where is like the real historical representation of him? I mean, there's many that are like the Shogun thing, but like real exactly what happened to him history wise, and not just a novel that some author decided to further write on top of real history. Like, where is that? I'm deeply honored by this collaboration and look forward for a long and fruitful relationship. Oh, please, you're so freaking fake. It's disgusting, really. Toei has a long legacy of producing samurai movies, many of which were filmed at Toei Kyoto Studios, located in the historical city of Kyoto. The producers of Yasuke expect to partially shot the film at the Kyoto studios and are also planning to engage Japanese government supporting through the GOOX Plus incentive scheme, which is currently extended for another year. Whatever that means, I mean, if Japanese government was so freaking outraged about what happened with Assassin's Creed Shadows and how Yasuke was presented there, how he can just destroy his shrines and all those things that they were pissed about, why would they support such a movie? I don't get it, guys. Why would I do that? I wouldn't. If I was them, I wouldn't support this freaking movie, you know? This is just so disrespectful in so many freaking ways. So guys, if you'd like to support the channel, the links are down below. Watch this next, whatever's gonna show up there if you're interested. And till next time with me, the G-Hammer Empress and my amazing Imperator's doggy. Goldie. If you'd like to support me, I do all kinds of coaching and non-explicit content, normal content at OnlyFans. I am actually doing life coaching there, fitness, health, nutrition coaching, talking about relationships. I'm talking about how to fix them. I'm talking about your sex life, how to fix that. A lot of insider information, so to speak, real world things that can help you in your real life. And I'm doing all of that so I can talk freely at OnlyFans. And also, I'm showing my own physique update and how am I sustaining a great shape for the last 10 years, showing my physique updates, but censored. censored. So OnlyFans is also a good platform for normal content if you want to talk about different things like that. And I have no choice but to use it because most people already have accounts there. But in any case, it's a great platform to just upload endlessly and to actually help people. So it's how you use it, and I use it for good. Thank you guys, and until next time, bye.